Okay, so I tried to film your guys' video as a live, and it's 9 in the morning anyway. Nobody was in the room, but my phone crashed. So actually didn't crash, YouTube crashed. So I'm just gonna record off of the YouTube app because it seems like that way it's working a little bit better. So here we are, Sagittarius. I was reading for your cards. I only have 4 cards out right now. You got the High Priestess is the first one. I was just kind of saying that I feel you guys are master observers, it's early, of humankind and everything like that. And I feel like right now you're probably taking a lot more time to yourself to actually like delve deep and understand or process your understandings. Like, you guys can be in certain situations and read between the lines of what's going on or what needs to happen a lot quicker than most people. And I feel, I don't know why this High Priestess card is giving me like hermit sort of energy, where it's like you're tuning into yourself. You're taking the time away for yourself. You might even be experiencing some late nights where insights are just coming to you. And you don't really know where they're coming from, but you're sort of processing and accepting things. And then you use that information to help you move forward in the real world, in your waking life. You also have got a lot of earth energy around you. You've got the 9 of earth, the 8 of earth, and the page of earth. So there are situations unfolding. Okay, let's just start with the 9 of earth. 9 of earth talks about seeds well planted. It's represented in the traditional not zodiac, but the traditional tarot as a woman who is just sitting there like admiring her crops and how much they've grown with her nurturing and care, and like putting time and effort and energy and resources into her growth. So it says enjoying life's luxury, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So these 2 cards going hand in hand, because whenever you have a business endeavor, a practical endeavor, anything that's actually requiring you to move about on the earth, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of time, energy, persistence, but it also takes a very intuitive mind to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to go for things, and when to kind of like just chill and let whatever is unfold. So at this point, universe is telling you, you've been taking heed to the directives that spirit has been giving you. And so at this point, it's almost time for you to reap what you've sown. 8 of earth lets me know that you still are in a developmental stage with growing whatever your thing is, whatever your legacy, your empire is. And it's asking that you sort of take a little bit of a step back, because within growth, there's always learning, right? It's like you go from being the student and then you can turn around and teach what you've learned. But then at that point, you have to acquire a new teacher to level you up even that much more, you know, so you can learn more, so you can turn around and teach more. So you're at a point where you're being asked to identify with yourself and your internal knowing, and where it is that you feel like you are experiencing some sort of deficiencies, or where you're experiencing stunted growth. Like, you know where you excel and you know where your weaknesses are. So it's time to sort of strengthen those weaknesses, be honest with yourself about what they are, and become more well-read. And I think that for Sagittarius in particular, you guys never stop learning. Like, every single day, if you come upon something that you're not sure about, you are the first person that's like, I can figure this out though. Like, I don't need anybody. I might have to hit up a resource or something like that. But at the same time, like, I'm just going to get them to point me in the direction of the information, because I can better, you guys process better on your own. You process better when you come into information on your own. But also there's somebody here or some sort of resource that's being presented to you that's going to help you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. The page of earth talks about getting or sending, coming upon communications or messages that have to do with helping you stabilize your foundation. It says good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So this could even be a new job. Maybe you get put in a position where you're given an opportunity, right? Maybe that's what the communication is. There's an opportunity for you to acquire more funding, more resources, more networks to open up your scope of what is available to you in the world. And also you have unity here. So there's definitely something coming together for you where you feel like you're a part of something greater. But even within that, I do feel like intuitively you know exactly what it is that you stand to gain from this situation. Let's pull a couple more cards. On the Unity card, it says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seeking out mentors or like-minded friends. So like I said, that teacher, student, teacher thing. You getting in touch with a certain network of people who help you financially. They help you figure out your situation. They help you acquire more information to solidify your own foundation. but there is going to be a lot of time alone. Like, you need to balance out whatever time you spend alone with whatever time you spend devoted to this collective, because at the end of the day, you know, you gotta water. Oh shit, I'm sorry, y'all. Almost lost you. You gotta water your grass. You know, the grass is greener where it's watered. Okay. I need a couple more clarifying cards, because these next 2 cards that came out, I'm like, what? Things are definitely moving forward. Spirit, can you please be very direct with this last message so that I can tie everything all together for my Sagittarius people? Everybody's getting quite a few major arcana, and they're all different, but like everybody's got their own individual thing going on right now. The energy is so thick with all these retrogrades. I feel we're being asked to make so many decisions about who we are, who we see ourselves to be. You have the 6 of water, which to me represents some sort of childhood trauma. Some sort of something like that stems, it's like, bleh, it's early. I'm sorry. Let me wake up a little bit. Let me slow down. So I tend to be like, bulldozer. Let me chill out. Okay, so 6 of earth, in my mind, represents some sort of childhood conditioning or programming that we came into in our childhood that helps us shape who we are as a person. I can use the example of relationships. A lot of people that come up, you know, whatever their parents' romantic situations are, those experiences seem to imprint themselves in our mind, and then we end up repeating those as adults because it's all we've seen. I mean, and that's most people. Some people, of course, do what they do. They veer off, but it's still, they might do something completely different from their parents. But even the way they go about that, like parts of that will be shaped by whatever it is that they saw as a child. So it's talking about, what does it say? Romanticizing the past. So taking something that might not have been so sweet, but because it's familiar, that's what you choose to go with. And it's connected to the high priestess. So there's some conditioning here. There's something that's going on with the way that you are processing information, the way that energetically you're processing things, that stems from some sort of way that things have always been for you, or a way that you see things are supposed to be, because that's what you've been conditioned to believe. Now, I'm not saying that's good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent, but things are definitely also moving forward for you, and things need to move forward in a new type of way. I feel like you have a lot of options as far as how you can grow your business, how you can grow your legacy, how you can stabilize your family life or your living situation or your home life or your education, whatever that thing is to you, right? Whatever your foundational factor is, you've got a lot of options. And I just want to say that I feel with these options, you don't always have to do things the way that they've been done. Like I said, via this childhood conditioning. 7 of water is all about having many different choices by which to fulfill your emotional cup, right? So all these things are going to make you happy. It's like universe saying, all right, it's time for you to move on to something else. What do you want? And you say, well, what is available to me? And the universe is literally going to say, hey, you've got all these different options. And it seems like the perfect answer, right? Like, oh, I'm a genie in a bottle, rub me and get whatever you want. But the thing about it is you don't know exactly what you want. That's what I'm feeling. Like, this high priestess might even be you spending a lot of time with yourself, because you're like, what do I even want to do? How do I even want to process this whole thing? Like, I think ultimately you do want the like I said, that foundation. At the end of the day, you do want the unity, because you want to feel a sense of belonging, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know exactly what's going on, but you're moving forward. The Chariot is explaining to me that something is definitely pushing forward. You're balancing out the darkness and the light. So the negatives and the positives, it's like nothing's ever going to be perfect, but at this point you realize things are what they are, and it's time for you to do your part to elevate yourself to the next level. But you're also asking to be renewed in that process. And this is like the death card in the traditional tarot, the renewal card here. And I feel, oh no, it's actually justice, my bad. But it's the same sense of or is it the death card? I can't remember. But either way, it's about washing over the old in order to be renewed. So it's like a cyclical type of thing where you're ending one process and you're coming into another, and this is uncharted terrain for you. You're headed to a place that you've never been before, which is why all of these options are made available to you, especially you, because you are the most resourceful one in the zodiac. You are the one who can make, literally, like, you can turn shit into sugar, and you're being asked to rely on your intuition to lead you in the right direction. I'm actually going to get another card because I just want to kind of see what the outcome of this situation is going to be. I usually don't do outcome cards because I'm not a predictive tarot reader. I don't like to be like, you're going to get married, your cat's going to die in 10 days, go hug it. Like, I'm not that person, but I want to know what the outcome of this situation is going to be, because this is very interesting. It's very promising, this situation. I definitely feel it's a time to get your business together. Start talking to people about what holes there are in your operation, like what practical things you need. If you're trying to go to school and you've already been accepted and everything, and the only thing standing in your way is funding, start doing some scholarships. Start reaching out to people and saying, hey, what type of scholarships or grant opportunities do you know that are out there? You know, and even like joining a club or something with that unity card being there. Join some sort of a club that can help you in that endeavor. You know what I'm saying? So it can be a group collective thing, because you'll be surprised how much more you can get done when you're associated with people. Now, the thing about that, I don't think you'll have any issues with that, but just watch the association, make sure everything is being talked about, make sure everything is being laid out flat, because with all these earth cards, I feel that's part of getting your shit together, is having all the contracts laid out, all the paperwork, the agreements laid out. Because you do have a lot of options, but it's time for you to decide. No, you no longer can get by with just accepting what's given to you. You have to create terms around what it is that you're trying to do. And I think that is the 9 of earth energy, is laying, seeds well planted. If you don't know what seeds need to be planted, maybe you need to take a step back and go to the 8 of earth. Go take it a step back and go read some books. See what should be happening. And like I said, even talking to people about what typically happens, and make that a part of your mission. The card that I just got as the outcome card is the awakening card. So yeah, something's getting ready to shake you up. It's time for you to gather all the information that you stand to gather at this point. About whatever it is that you're trying to do, and I would say take the practical approach to it. Don't let your emotions and your feelings take you off the deep end. Like, it could be a really big time to rejoice, but rejoice once everything is set in motion. Rejoice once everything is sort of already coming back to you, because you're growing, and it's going to be a little bit of a painful period. Whenever we deal with things that are of the earth element, things can get very tedious and meticulous. So don't give in. Don't let it overwhelm you. Like I said, balance out the work and the play, but make sure that the play is not taking you under. Make sure you're not like, oh, let me go to work and do a hard day's work and then go out to the bar and get slaughtered and then try to go in and do some more work the next day, because it's just not going to work like that. At this point, you're being asked to be more vigilant within your growth, and more disciplined with everything. So I know you guys have this. Y'all, this is not a challenge to you guys at all. I'd also like to leave you guys with, you're going through a major sort of change, and you might even be the one to help bring unity to your situation. You have a very good knack for dealing with people, and with unity being at the top of your chart in the middle, I feel like that is sort of an ultimate goal of yours. But also, you understand the value of being well learned, and you want to not only know the information, but be able to apply the information in the way that it's meant to be applied. So you want all of your shit to be together. So when you go to this collective group of people, or when you create this collective group of people, they understand that you're somebody to be respected, right? But it's about being decisive. Sagittarius sometimes can have a very big issue with being indecisive, simply because things just seem to come to you. Like, I don't know what that is. It's that Jupiter energy, where you just pull things and people and situations in. And with the 7 of water, that is a blessing, but also the curse lies on the other side of that. It says a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So don't allow the fact that you have all these prospects and all these opportunities to stop you from deciding on what it really is that you want. And I would say it might even come from something you've always wanted from that childhood situation. But just watch your dogmas, watch how your footwork is moving right now. Make sure you're meditating on it, you're, you know, talking to yourself. If you have a deceased loved one that's out there, ask for guidance from them. Ask God for guidance. Whoever, you know, you get your energy from, whoever you pray to, just spend that time by yourself so that you understand what moves need to be made next, and you'll always get that guidance. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Sagittarius just know. I don't know what that's all about, but you guys just have a higher understanding naturally. So as always, if you would like a personal reading from me, I offer those. All you have to do is email me at nellforhighvibe@gmail.com, and we can get you a time slot. We can get you paid for it, and we can get you in there. I offer tarot. Man, dog, this tripod is trying to give out on me. I offer tarot readings as well as astrological chart readings. So don't be afraid to shout out for one of those. I actually get a lot of my clientele from YouTube. And I just want to say thank you guys for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. We made it. So I'm going to be devoting a lot more of my time to this channel. But like I said, if you want a personal reading, you can always obtain one of those from me. Make sure you check out my website, nellnicole.com. All of my music and stuff like that is on there for those of you who may not know. As well as follow me on social media. You can find me anywhere at Nell Nicole, NELLENICHOLE. Except Snapchat is in Nicole Mars, and I actually love Snapchat. So come find me over there and say hello so I can say hi back. Make sure you leave me any comments below telling me how, you know, what energies you've been experiencing over the last few months. I know, like I said, it's been kind of tumultuous, a little bit tough. As well as, okay, I know I've been bothering y'all about what celebrity you want to see, as far as like I want to do a celebrity chart reading, but I just don't know who to pick. Like, of course I could pick one of these A-list people or whatever, which I probably will end up picking whoever has the most fans, or like whoever you guys shout out the most. But I'm interested to see who you guys might want to see get read, because this isn't for me, this is for you. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know whose chart you want me to read on my first celebrity chart reading, and we can make that happen. Hopefully next month we'll get a live video in too, because I'm looking forward to interacting with you guys a lot more. I probably have to go live around midday, which I'm always usually busy then, but I'll figure something out, because 9 a.m. live, universe is like, girl, what are you doing? I wonder if that video even posted. If it posted, I'm gonna leave it up. Just because, like, no, I'm gonna take it down. That's kind of petty. But yeah, I wonder if anybody's gonna watch it while it's up there. But all right, I love you guys. I'll see you next month.